Hey, welcome back to the Marvel and DC Theaters. And if you're new here, welcome. Do not forget to subscribe, turn on notification bells and alerts so you won't miss all types of content that goes down here at all of my channels. And once you do so, you will automatically be entered to enter the giveaway that I'm doing here at 1K. Let's talk about Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. I am going to be doing my review right now. I am maybe a couple of days a little late, but thankfully today I got the PC rocking and rolling. So I'm actually pretty hyped to do a breakdown over this movie and to talk about, was this movie honestly that bad? We'll probably dive way more into this movie because there was honestly a lot of stuff that I was pretty hyped about in this film. So before we get into spoilers, let's just get into a non-spoiler review over this movie. Just talk about what it was and stuff that they obviously already revealed in the trailer. So pretty much Scott Lang and Hope Van Dyne, along with Hank Pym and Janet Van Dyne, explore the quantum realm where they interact with strange creatures and embark on an adventure that goes beyond the limits of what they thought was possible. Now, if I've been completely honest, this movie did its job while introducing us to the quantum realm, but there was a couple of moments in this movie where it just didn't feel like the typical Ant-Man movie, which was good. I guess what Peyton Reed said about this being a quote-unquote an Avengers level movie, I'm pretty sure what he meant by that was all of the major battles that happened in the quantum realm whenever they were going off against Kang, which we did see some of that in the trailer, so that isn't a spoiler, but that pretty much was what he meant by it being a quote-unquote big scale Avenger scale movie, which by the way, it technically almost felt like that, but it didn't just feel like that. I see what he meant because of you're going against Kang, the next big bad of this phase 5. He's going to be technically the next quote unquote Thanos, right? So yeah, he's going to be bringing a lot to the table. So the fact that you got one of the, I won't say one of the weakest Avengers, but one of the most obscure Avengers going off against Kang, it works. You know, it definitely works. I feel like it puts respect on Ant-Man because definitely a lot of people never really liked Ant-Man. The Ant-Man movies to begin with never even did that big. So, you know, I wasn't really expecting a lot of people to even really see this movie, let alone enjoy it. So the fact that the audience score was sitting at like 84% as of me recording this video is honestly pretty good. Now critic score, it's really low, really freaking low. But if I'm going to get into just straight up rating it, I'm going to have to give this a solid 7 out of 10. This wasn't bad. It just felt at times like there was just a lot going on. I thought it was pretty cool how pretty much, you know, this was just showing how Scott just really wants to be a dad and be there for his daughter because he wasn't able to spend so much time with her because of the snap, and he was gone inside the quantum realm, so he lost that time. So I thought it was pretty cool that we got to see that side of him and just pretty much more of that life of Ant-Man. Now, get into spoiler territory. This movie mainly was about Kang. It felt like it was really an introduction to usher in Kang because it felt pretty gosh darn heavy, and it at points, really in the trailer, whenever Ant-Man's like, "I don't have to win, we just both have to lose," that really felt like Kang would have killed him, or at least, you know, Scott would have sacrificed himself whenever they all got through that portal to get back, you know, to their timeline. Now, Kang most likely is still alive. The Kang that we saw in this might be the all over, you know, the big bad Kang, because we know there's multiple Kang variants from, you know, the post-credit scene. Us see Immortus, Rama Tut, and some people think Scarlet Centron, which we still don't know which version. This could be most likely Kang Prime as well, but at least we know these are going to be the main Kangs that are going to be involved in the Kang dynasty, because that pretty much, this movie really just set up one Kang dynasty and Secret Wars. And not only that, it also set up, you know, Loki. The fact that We know Loki is definitely going to be playing a big role, most likely in this bringing together some type of multiverse Avengers, or at least just alerting the rest of the Avengers. Now we know Scott Lang is definitely going to alert, and at the end of the movie, he was all paranoid with Kang. He was just like, he's dead, right? Yeah, there's no way he's alive. Little does he know, all these other Kangs exist and all these Kang variants. Loki knows that, but I feel like Loki will be the one to let Scott Lang and everybody else know that, hey, Kang is coming, and he has more of him. He has way more of him. But yes, this was my quick review over Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. And just a little bit of spoiler discussion. I did a breakdown already over that a couple of days ago, so if you haven't got a chance, definitely I highly suggest you go check that out. But nonetheless, I thought it was pretty cool. I know some people didn't like what they did with MODOK. I thought it was pretty cool just to give us that tease of MODOK, just because of, like, come on, there's no way you were honestly going to make MODOK be badass. It's a floating head. Like, come on now.